Are we ready to meditate with Cory? Are you ready to listen to a very fun, crazy, happy story today? Make sure that you're all comfy and snug as a bug in bed. You're laying just right. You ready to try and stay still? Okay, let me tell you all about today's story. Today is all about my friend Tony the Sloth. Now, I don't know if you know what a sloth is, but sloths are one of my favorite animals. They are super, super cute. They have big googly eyes, and they're furry, and tiny little mouths. And they have long nails that they hold on to trees upside down in. But what's normal about sloths is they're very slow, super slow. They're slow at everything. If you watch sloths, you would think they were like asleep while they were awake. They are so slow, which is another reason they're super cute. They do not have a rush in their bodies. Tony was no ordinary sloth, my little friends. He liked two things in life: dancing and fruit. They were his passions. But no one, even his bestest friends, Phoenix and Rain, knew that he could dance. It was a secret. He kept it a secret because it made him feel very different. But yet, he was so good at it, and he had a passion for it. And he had one particular song where, when he heard it, he could not stay still. He'd known Phoenix and Rain for a very long time. They were his bestest friends. And one day they were all talking and just hanging very slowly, doing nothing, upside down in a tree in the jungle. Someone on an opposite tree started to talk about the fact that the chimpanzees on the other side of the jungle was having a dancing competition on Friday night. Tony's little tiny ears perked up. Dancing competition, he said. What's that all about? And what are they competing for? The sloth on the other tree, over on the other side, said, I don't know. I think I heard it was a giant fruit platter. All the fruits that you could ever imagine. Double perk of Tony's ears, double interest, dancing, and the chance to win a giant fruit platter. This was like a dream. He was super excited inside, but he had to keep it calm. Very calm and very slow and very mellow, because he didn't want Phoenix and Rain to know But he danced, remember? All week, whenever he got the chance, he took his boombox and he played his favourite song and he practiced dancing. All week long, he practiced his moves. You should hear the song that he liked. It's crazy. Whenever he heard it, he could not stay still. His little legs were moving. He was popping his arms in the air. He was going for it. Now you can't imagine a sloth dancing like that, can you? But he had some seriously cool dance moves. Thursday night, he could barely sleep. He kept waking up, almost falling off his tree, jumping, thinking, I could win the giant platter. I could even win the dance-off. I wonder who's going to be in the dance-off. He didn't know anything about it, but he had found out exactly where it were, what time it started, and he was ready. Very excited, but ready. Friday morning comes by, and he makes an excuse to Phoenix and Rain that he has to go to the other side of the jungle for something. The dance-off wasn't till Friday afternoon, and it was going to take him some time, because he's a sloth, remember, to get there. Phoenix and Rain were suspicious. Suspicious to the point that they decided to follow Tony through the jungle. They were suspicious because he kept going missing. There were times during the last week when no one could find him. They were a little bit concerned, so they followed him, unbeknownst to Tony. When Tony found where all the chimpanzees were hanging out, he was very excited. There were loads and loads of different animals there. Monkeys, lions, crazy, but there were even dogs from the local village that had come because they like to dance. There was a border collie, he was called Ben, and there was a French bulldog. There was 2 French bulldogs, Odin and Freya. There was at least 20 different chimpanzees. It looked like it was going to be a lot of fun, and he was very excited. Everybody put their names in a big giant leaf, and then someone shook the leaf, and that's how you knew when and where you were going to dance in the competition. Tony was 3rd. 2 monkeys danced before him. He heard a voice from one of the judges. The judges, by the way, were an elephant, a zebra, a giraffe, and a chimpanzee. 4 judges, all watching him. A crowd of animals, even dogs, like I said, from the local village, watching him. This was his moment. He started to do just a few stretches to get prepared. A few pumps, bends forward, here and there, stretched his arms up and all that kind of stuff. He was warmed up, he was ready. He pressed play on his boombox. He started and dropped into the splits. Then he rolled on his shoulders, did some boomboxing moves that you have never seen before. Breakdanced. He did everything. He even twerked. He was going for it. Before you know it, his slot was up. He pulled out every move, every possible move he knew. He thought he might be in for a good chance. There were 10 other animals doing their thing after him. It was a long wait. It was a lot of fun watching the animals do their thing. The monkeys were amazing. The collie dog, Ben, oh my gosh, the way he wagged his tail and moved his legs was just super cool. And the French bulldogs, Odin and Freya, my gosh, they had a team thing where they did the same moves at the same time, completely in sync. Amazing. He was a little bit worried about the competition, but that point where he did the splits, rolled onto his shoulders and then breakdanced, no one had done that. No one out of all the 13 competitors had broke into breakdancing like Tony did. And I think they were all in awe at how fast he could move. This was a sloth, after all. Sloths, like I said, are very, very slow. The judges did their thing. You could see them marking every one of the competitors down. It come to the point where they announced the winner. "All right, everyone, all right, quieten down," said the elephant. "We have the final results. It was a very stiff competition. Everyone did their best today. Everyone was amazing. But the winner has to be," drumroll. Tony was so nervous. Tony the Sloth. What? No way, thought Tony. And he heard these giant claps, 2 particular giant claps, clapping so loud. He was like, it was nice that everyone was happy that he won, but who were the giant claps? Phoenix and Rain, there for their friend, clapping him along. They were so super impressed. And you'll never believe what was on his fruit platter. Oh my gosh. His little mouth was slavering just looking at it. There were oranges, bananas, peaches, plums, pears, apples, and that was just the beginning. There were mangosteens, there were durian, there was jackfruit. Oh my gosh. There was pineapples. There was so much fruit. Heaven. Heaven, thought Tony. It took them all evening to get back to their tree. They took the time, and all the way back they munched Tony, Phoenix, and Rain munched on the glorious fruit platter which he happily shared with his friends. Phoenix said, "Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us you could dance like that?" Tony said, "I don't know. I thought maybe you guys would think I was a bit weird, a bit strange, a bit too different." Rain said, "Are you kidding? I like to knit. I love to knit. I have to knit in secret. I've got so many hats that I've knitted, gloves. I've even knitted socks. And I was afraid to tell anyone. Now, I'm going to share all of my hats and my socks and my gloves with everyone in the jungle. I'm proud that I like to knit, thanks to you, Tony." Now, how cool is that? A dancing sloth called Tony. And he had some serious moves, my little friend. Can you do some serious dance moves? I bet you can. All right, time to go to sleep. Time to get really snuggly. Roll over into your favorite position. Close your eyes if you haven't done so already. And when you close your eyes, use your imagination and imagine that you're there hanging out on a tree with Tony, Phoenix, and Rain, just chilling, taking a little nap in the afternoon, the sun shining down through the trees in the jungle. It's warm. The tree is a nice big branch. You feel safe and chilled and very, very relaxed. If you use your imagination, you can imagine Rain over there knitting his hats, very slowly, by the way. No dancing for Tony right now, as Tony's gonna take a nap and go to sleep just like you. Let your little legs and your feet start to get heavy and relax. Your knees, your legs, and your hips all get sleepy and heavy and relax. Your lower back, tummy, your ribs, your lungs, your heart, all Your shoulders start to soften, and you notice as you breathe in, your body sinks deeper and deeper into your bed. And as you breathe out, you sink even deeper and deeper into your bed. Relaxation rolls down over your shoulders, making your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your toes all feel heavy, very, very heavy and relaxed. Let your head get heavy, your eyes, cheeks, jaw, even your ears get sleepy and heavy and relaxed. There we go, you're doing so good. Just let your body start to drift into sweet, sweet dreams. Just hanging out in a tree, going to sleep with a couple of friendly sloths. You can hear the birds singing and tweeting in the background, and the sun's warming your entire body. So, so relaxing and peaceful.